Welcome to ATB-TV. I'm Darren Dance here with Peter Morganti, and in fine tradition, a week after Warrnambool, we're standing here with our jumpers on.
How come when we do it at Manic Tree Park it's 25 and when we come outside it's 5? We got it all ballsed up, Darren.
The Arctic blast has arrived, Pete.
Yeah, anyway.
The rain's pitter-pattering on the roof. It's good to see. It hasn't rained for, I don't know, since our Christmas party.
Yeah, we got a little bit of Warrnambool Cup, which we'll talk about shortly.
Yep.
That was the start of it, and that was still warm then. Now, like you said, the blast has come in.
Well, we've got 5 months of this to look forward to.
There's a couple of horses out there that are going to be liking it, a few of ours.
There's going to be a few that went to the paddock but wishing they'd stayed in work.
Good point, yeah.
All right, Pete. That's Darren Weir's. We're at his stables, by the way, so let's go back to Warrnambool. Pete, where do you want to start?
We'll go to the Wednesday. You went down the Wednesday afternoon, and we're probably going to question a couple of rides during this segment today. Think Baby ran enormous, a little bit eager.
Where do you finish? Where do you finish?
Third beat 3/4, I think.
Where should he have finished?
Could be first, winning by 2. Interesting vision coming up, Darren.
Well, before I say anything, I'd like to know what Darren Weir thought of the ride.
Completely stuffed it up. Completely stuffed it up. Completely stuffed it up.
Well,
we probably just stop there.
do we need to say anything? I think he summed it up pretty well.
Yeah, look.
Do you reckon he rides it at Sandown Wednesday?
Well, he rode it at a gallop yesterday. We'll see what happens.
Very, very annoying, Pete.
The only thing I could say is you could put his head on the block and say, if you get back on this again and stuff up. But anyway, look.
He knew he got it wrong.
Well, when he come back squirming.
We've had a few of those in the last week.
Anyway, look, I suppose the positive is the horse is going enormous, I think. Third up the next week and get the win out of the road.
I don't want to cross the line, so I've got nothing to say.
The next day we went close to winning the Cup, Darren, with the Yogi. It was an enormous run. I think at the 800 we'll probably think of what the hell's going to happen.
Well, at the corner, like Craig had a plan to go, not to go back, but Craig had a plan to go through the field. He actually said pre-race, if I go around him, I won't win, given the rain. I need to go through him, and it's against his pattern, but he needs to learn, and I thought he executed it really well.
Excellent.
Hit a flat spot at the corner and then wound right into it. And I think your photo showed he was actually in front one stride out, and then the other horse fought back.
Yeah.
The other horse, actually, Darren Weir said it was out of the 3 or 4 of his, he was the one given his fitness.
Conditions.
Yogi will improve off that. Brave run.
Absolutely.
Very few horses made ground, and he flew.
Right.
Unlucky not to win, but there'll be something to bet on next time, and we'll talk about that shortly.
Yeah. Good point, Craig made. He's never been between horses before. I think he's maturing into a real racehorse now, so certainly benefits going forward. Clevo he ran before Yogi, and that was an interesting, I thought we were going to tail out there at one stage, and he was good in the last 200, so a bit hard to make a lot out of it.
Where did he finish?
6, beating about 5 or 6, but
That's about Clevo though, isn't it?
well,
that's about where he's at.
Is that where he is, or do we see improvement at 2,000?
Well, he goes to Flemington over 2,000, but that's probably where we expect him to be in that field, midfield.
Yeah, it was a $15 or $17 chance.
Like you say, he was going to run last on the corner, and he rallied and got to the line to suck us in for another go.
Righto, we'll move forward. We had a day to recover from
Friday off,
and we had a great day at Flemington.
Could have been better.
It could have been a lot better, but
were you browned off?
Yeah, we've just been slow on the uptake there.
Right. I've been saving that one. Well, let's start with the first race.
Well, I was pretty happy with Jake Noonan on Crack the Code.
Crack the Code. First starter, filly by I'm Invincible, trained by Mick Price, the only horse we've got in work with Mick Price. 2-year-old come out of the Magic Millions, 170,000 as a yearling. And first start at Flemington, and she got the money, Pete.
Professional job, Darren.
Looked fantastic in the yard. Great temperament, raced really well. Paid $6.50, I think. Mick Price said if it handles the straight, it'll be hard to beat, but a lot of Caulfield horses don't handle the straight first up. She did and won. Great ride by Jake Noonan, great effort by Mick Price, I thought. and you know, a lot of owners there.
Yeah, it's great to see.
A couple of boys there, their first horse ever. I told them not to buy any more because it's all downhill from here, Pete.
They've been spoiled early.
And then we had a young fella there, an owner, Ed Cody,
Yeah, just
101 years old, Pete. His son bought him a share in the horse last year for his birthday, his 101st birthday.
I'll raise the bet. Get the 100, Darren. It'd be a miracle.
We're halfway. It's a long road ahead, Pete.
I reckon the next 50 will be a bit rough.
I don't think
But that was great to see. And he's sprightly looking 101 too.
Still drives his car, Pete.
Wow, geez, that's unbelievable, isn't it? What a good story.
Yeah, we gave him, it was a Living Legends race, fittingly, so we gave him the trophy to go home. And yeah, it was good, and everyone enjoyed it. And you know, it's a couple of blokes that had runners at Flemington never had a winner, so
It's a big day.
you know, everyone was just excited, and she'll be off to bigger races by the looks of things.
I love the way she stretched her neck in that last 100. It's a good sign.
Went from I thought, oh, she's going to run third or fourth, to thinking, oh, she's going to run second, and then I thought, oh, look out, we're going to get beat a half head again, like Yogi, and nah, do a credit, she got there.
They actually cleared away from the third and fourth horse too.
Yeah,
So
good run.
Great effort.
Well done to everyone, congratulations, and yeah, fantastic.
Group 3 race at Morphettville, 1200, I think.
I won that race in 1991, Pete.
Oh, you
That's
did
how
win
old
that
I am.
race, right?
Looked to won that same 2-year-old group
Righto.
race back in 91.
So that's Saturday.
I beat David Hayes that day.
Oh, right,
He had promises, so I hope we can do it again.
A young David Hayes.
He had hair.
Actually, that might be a big weekend for you because Yogi's going around the same day.
Could be, Pete. Could be.
Righto, move on. Connery. Get back to the have a little bit of a chat about the jockey and the ride, but look.
Completely stuffed it up.
Well, let's go through the run. He starts favourite.
Yeah, $4.60 chance or something like that.
Ethan Brown engaged to claim 2.
Yeah.
Jordan Childs standing in the mounting yard on his own, waiting to get on the Godolphin horse.
Yeah.
And
Probably the first.
instructions, 1 out, 1 back. Give him every hope. You watched the race, Pete. Where was he in the run?
He was back.
1 out, 1 back was the instructions. Where was he in the run?
He was back 7th or something.
So instead of being a centre half 40, it was a centre half back.
The kid got.
Is that right?
Yeah, no, you're right.
Centre half back.
Yeah.
It's not a centre half
It was a
forward.
forward that drifted deep into the back line. This is a classic case of a jockey knowing a horse, which comes back to should we made the change or should Archie have made the change. That horse can be ridden a bit aggressively, but he took the option to come back off. He felt the pressure from the 2 inside horses. The others come around and he's in a position where he couldn't win. So
He had to push the horse out of the way to get the run.
he had to actually just go forward a bit harder.
Hit the line really strong.
Oh.
Ran 4th.
2,000 metres all over him.
So,
Don't-
should he have won?
Oh, I've got no doubt he should have finished close if he could have positioned up in the 1-1. No doubt at all.
Out of 10, what do you give the right Pete?
I'm not flat batting him a 1 because it's
What do you give him,
typical. He's in the 3 or 4, right? But it's because you need to know the horses sometimes, and he wouldn't have known. He's never ridden him. You'd cop the horse carrying 2 kilos extra to have Geordie on it because Geordie would have had him in the 1-1, knowing the horse.
Yeah, well, I think from now on, when we go to the races with our horses, we're going to go armed with a bit of chalk each. We're going to draw a picture on the concrete so they know where the 1-1 is, Pete.
Hey,
Because obviously verbally doesn't help.
this where we are here at the Weirstow with the Wearies. That's his classic saying, is it? Get into the 1-1. Well, we needed that.
Well, I asked Darren Weir what he thought of Ethan Brown's ride, and this is what he had to say.
Completely stuffed it up. Completely stuffed it up.
He hasn't been happy this week, Weary, has he?
He had a strong opinion on that as well.
Look,
Enough.
we've had a bit of luck with this kid, and we've just got it right.
Don't wrap him up, Pete.
Hey, wrap who?
Brown.
Jeez, you're off quick.
Got a surname Brown, what can you expect?
Yeah, well, it's on the nose the other day, Mr. Brown. All right, let's move on.
Should have won clearly, Pete.
The other one where I noticed you gave John McNeil a little bit of a touch-up because all the each-way punters missed out on Mr. Moneybags. But, I don't know whether...
I thought it was a good run
Terrific run, yeah.
for where the horse is at.
Yeah.
And that brought him to his top.
Back me next start. all
Yeah,
over
so
again.
now he goes to, that was second up, and Robbie was pretty much right, he needed the run. And
I've just...
Paula, what are you laughing at?
I've just...
The post race?
Yeah, that, but the one before I can remember watching Ethan Brown slowly coming up to the camera, but he wasn't in a hurry to sort of get in front of it.
He didn't get within 4 yards of me.
Then poor old John McNeil comes strutting up to the camera thinking he's done a good job, and then he got barrel for not running third.
Well, all I said to him was, Jai, do you know you run fourth? And he said, yeah. I said, because all these people standing behind me backed it each way, Jai. You know what happens there, don't you? Nothing.
Anyway, keeps them honest, doesn't it?
David Farron had nothing to say
No. He looked
when asked.
glamorous in his big bloody suit.
And Damien Prowse had a bit to say.
That was Prowsing, was it? I couldn't go.
Should have run third.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's good. The horse is ready to go.
Who was the chap? Was that Prowsing who said, I've come to the races the wrong week?
That's it.
Oh, it was Prowsing.
Yeah.
Only Prowsing. Come next week if you're right, mate.
Next start.
Yep, which is next weekend.
I was happy with that.
Yep. No, he's going well, that horse. He is a nice horse.
Now you've lost your page.
Yeah, I know.
Been too excited.
Too cold to open it. Righto. Sunday, Whitemore. Kicked off. Nice run, no love.
Held up.
I think Robbie explained it. The leader gave up the lead, which was the favourite. I don't know why you would do that on the synthetic at Pakenham, which put us 3 back and had no hope. He ran on nicely. Probably should have ran second or third,
He'll be hard to beat next time.
which could be Sale next Tuesday.
Who rode him that day?
Whitemore.
Jai McNeil?
Was Jai? Yes, it was Jai.
Did he run full?
Fifth. Yeah. I'm just trying to think. It was Sunday night. It was Monday morning, I think, wasn't it?
12:30 a.m.
Was
Pete.
it? Yeah.
Monday morning.
Big Tiberian kicked off.
Tiberian resumed in Longshire
Yep. And,
and ran where they said he'd run.
well, I was spot on, weren't they? He was
Just needed
gonna
the
need
run. Ran fourth, beaten what, length and a half?
I flew out of bed. I watched it in bed on my phone.
I didn't fly out of bed.
Oh, I've sat up a little bit there.
I never
at
sat
200,
up.
didn't it?
No, I was asleep.
Yeah, right.
I didn't watch it. Well, when they said he couldn't win, he needed the run because he was coming off a limited prep, and if he ran top 4, they'd be happy. I
No,
thought,
I was spot
am I
on.
setting the alarm for 12:15? No.
No. He lubed, but the leader had a little kick. He never quite caught the leader. Well, he's got his nose down a second, basically. The winner had to sit on him. So,
The winner's a good horse, actually.
yep. So, but he's come back in good form.
Yeah, he'll run around in a month's time and he'll be better for the run.
Yep. You ventured to Sandown yesterday. We had 2 in the 1 race. 6th and 9th we finished. Shadow Griffo 6th, Lady McPhee 9th. And as it turned out, they had no chance after 300 metres.
Yeah, there was 2 factors there. The first factor was it was rated a good 3 and it was a little bit firm for both of our fillies. Hard to believe that you get a good 3 this time of year, especially when you stand here today and look at all the water run down the gutters. And secondly, they went slow for the first 400 and most of them ran home in 32.5 or 32.6, which meant if you weren't basically leading or second, you had no hope of winning. So even our horses have run 32.6, they couldn't make ground.
No.
They would have had to run 30. Shadow Griffo would have had to run 32.1 to win.
Yep.
And Lady Mafke would have had to break 32,
Like 32.
to get over the top, which is impossible. So it's tempo related, and on a fast track that happens. So basically, the order never changed in the straight. And it wasn't. Post race, we were a little disappointed, but when you get home and you actually study the sectionals, you can see
You can understand
that
why.
they went slow early and then sprinted 600, and the back markers had no hope. And
Yep.
it's 1,000 metres. You can't do nothing about it. By the time you realise they're walking, it's too late.
Yep. So Lady McPhee will now go to a Bendigo maiden,
Yep.
which big track will suit her, and back in class, obviously, from a
Yep.
winnable race. And Shadow Griffo goes to Flemington down the straight.
Final start.
Yep. And
Before she goes to Sale.
yep. So that's
That's the runners?
19th, I think. That's
No
all the
runners
runners
today?
You're going to Pakenham, aren't you?
Yes, I'm gonna-
Arctic Park. That'll be.
Yeah, well, I reckon Liz reckons she was going, but I'm tipping she won't be going.
I'm tipping the heaters on it, eh?
When I hopped in the car at 6 p.m. to get there at 9 for a horse that's ran pretty well first up, Geelong, my shiny choice, and he's in the betting tonight. And
Loves Pakenham.
he's got a really good second up record. He's got a good synthetic record.
And that
He's
trip.
got a good Brad Rawiller record,
Yeah.
but he's not riding.
Brad's at Echuca.
And who's riding?
Luke Knoll, Black Caviar, fine.
Last time he rode a winner was on Black Caviar. Has he ridden one since? Isn't that what you were saying earlier?
No, he won on What to Do for us.
Did he?
Yeah, going back last year. So he's won
Oh,
at least once since then.
So he's an each way show.
$7.50, round about the market each way.
You on?
I'm not on, but that's probably his price, but a good each way chance.
Righto.
Europe, back into the European flavour.
Oh yeah, Friday night.
Friday night, we've got a horse at Chester.
Yep.
Our new addition,
Nikita.
as
You
in-
might know Nikita. Ran in the Melbourne Cup last year and ran 5th, coming from last from a wide gate.
Yeah.
It was a very impressive run. We didn't own it then, but we do own half of it now. And she's first up for us at Chester on Friday night. Well, he is. I keep saying she.
Yeah, we're thinking of the Nikita Berryman.
He'll need the run. He's about $13 in a wide open race.
Yep.
First up from the Melbourne Cup over 3,600p.
They don't muck around, do they?
I don't know what these trainers here are doing. We're going to have a talk to Weir and them. Why are we running these horses?
5 runs to get them to 2,000, then they first up over 36.
I don't know how they do it. But anyway, first up over 3,600, he said he's had 4 grass gallops. No,
6.
Four gallops
Oh,
and
yeah.
2 on the grass, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
And he said he'll run well, but he'll need it.
Oh, well.
Phil Bretton's over there.
Phil's there, yeah. Hopefully he's got there.
No, he's there.
He's there, he's got there. So
alright.
we'll be able to watch that big night, Friday night racing on Sky. So it'll be on one of the channels.
Hopefully it's not too late.
You'll be asleep at 9.
Well, if I go to Cranbourne, I'll be just getting home.
Oh,
Probably.
well, that's a point. Speaking of, Montediva, Cranbourne, second up, 1,300, barrier 3. Not Mark Zara, was it? Noel Callow. If they race,
If they race, it'll be-
the if is it could be 8 inches of rain before then.
If we get a lot of rain, I think they'll scratch.
Yeah,
But if the tracks are soft and she's ready to win.
absolutely. Can't add no more. Same day, during the day. Second emergency at the moment, Revolutionary.
Geelong.
Ex-Weir horse going to Geelong with Sabazan.
Yeah, you sacked him, didn't you? Sacked Weir, gave it to Saab. I see Saab had 4 runners the other day, 3 winners in a
How
second.
good was that? Yeah,
Were you on?
No, but he tweeted out, he said, today's my day, surely. And he got 3 winners in a second. That's not a bad effort in anyone's language.
I think he knows a bit.
He knows a bit, and
You might have heard of Sabasan. He was the guy that got pepper sprayed by security trying to get into his stables.
it's hard to imagine. You wouldn't find a nicer fella. He'll talk the legs off a chair, but he's just a good bloke. And yeah, he got bloody pepper sprayed trying to get back into his own stables. That was Melbourne Cup day. Yeah. He'd been up to a Chuka or somewhere, come home and just gets pulled up, and Copper wasn't going to let him in. He got out, and he wouldn't have been verbal or physical, so he's got pepper sprayed. Oh dear. That'd be the name of his next horse, pepper spray.
That's it.
So hopefully Revolutionary gets a run. If he doesn't, we've got to back up at Hamilton. She's a long way from Flemington to Hamilton. Anyway, the good thing with that, we've got wet tracks with him. Donald Sandy, I'll go up. Misty C, 1350. Blink. I'll have to check that out. What's the worry with me if it is heavy? Because we didn't think he went at our on the heavy.
No. Would you run?
Well, I was waiting for you to ask that because I was going to chat about whether we run. Trouble is, how do we avoid wet tracks?
Oh, well, it'll only rain for 2 days. I wouldn't
Anyway,
be going if it's too heavy.
Jack Hill's there. It's a 1350, 0 to 58. It's the right race, but we'll just wait and
It's
see.
too wet. Probably won't go.
Star Plain and Tennessee Gold are both in the 2,000 metre 0 to 58.
Well, Star Plain needs it wet.
Yeah,
and
so-
he's ready now, no
Yeah.
excuses. So he should run well.
Yep.
Tennessee Gold's drill on 17. I don't know if she goes in the wet, but she's running out of chances.
funny,
This
I-
is supposed to be her last chance.
Yeah, I looked at the... she won a trial on a heavy track. It's the only time she's been on a heavy.
Oh, well, maybe she'll win
It was
it.
only 900 though, but yeah, anyway, we'll see what happens there. Sunday, Captain Harry in a Class 1.
Coming off a win at Swan Hill.
Looks a nice little race for him.
Declaring him.
No,
Who
because
rides?
there was no jockey up when I looked before, so I'm not sure. There was 4 Weir horses in
Yeah, I
the
see
field of
that.
9.
Yeah.
He ran on was Ballarat Cup Day was a slow track, wasn't it?
Hit the line strong.
Yeah, so I don't think
They
they're
love the
gonna worry.
wet. They love the wet commands.
So he
Queen Erica
looks a good chance there. Monday, I mentioned Revolutionary. Silver Stratum was not where he thinks he's 1 run away from being his top.
How far is this?
1600, so he's gone back to a weaker class just while he's not ready. We sort of similar.
Where's this, Hamilton?
Hamilton, similar strategy with Captain Harry when he got the money. So
I reckon he's ready to win Silver Stratum.
yep. Anyway, that's
I
Monday.
reckon he'll start favourite.
Oh, I will in a 58. I get my money at home.
He'll get your money.
No, he
He'll
won't.
get your money.
And Tuesday, hopefully Whitemore, if Robbie will send a report
Sale.
out tomorrow at Sale.
Yep.
And then we get to Wednesday, which is into next week sort of thing. Have a think, Babe.
Yep. Think Babe at Sandown.
Yeah, 1400.
Yep. Where's Craig and there?
No, he's the 19th. They swapped plans. There was a I did write that in here.
American Muscle must be going somewhere.
May the 19th, he's in the next week's sort of jurisdiction.
And then we
Crack the Code, Yogi, they're all in
teeing
next
up for
week.
next weekend in Adelaide.
Yep.
All right, well, plenty of runners there, plenty of Ks to be travelled.
Yeah, I'll go. I'll go to Geelong for Revolutionary runs.
Yeah, I might too.
Yeah.
Got nothing better to do.
Go to Donald on Saturday. And we got no city runners.
Sunday, nothing.
It's Mother's Day.
Mother's Day, Sunday. Well, happy Mother's Day to everyone out
Exactly. We've got plenty of
there. Plenty of mothers.
mothers out there, and
A lot of them want to win a Pete.
I know. A lot in my syndicates that want a winner. Obviously, we've had a few go to the paddock there on Fashion Stock, French
Angel Lass,
Fizz,
French
Angel
Fizz.
Lass. Disappointing, but we know they're all got ability, so we look after them now. And
Yeah, it's just funny. A
A
few of them have started to tie up, you know, which is a sign of fatigue, just cramping up in
Yep.
human terms. So trainers had no choice but to stop.
Yeah. Yep. Which frustrating, but what can you do?
Well, that's where we're up to.
Wonder what Weird say.
Completely stuffed it up.
Yes, a bit of comedy today, a bit of comedy gold, Mr. Weird.
Weir is on fire. Well, I'm going, because I'm going in the truck.
I'm
Put the helmet
shivering
on.
now. People see me jumping around here.
I can't feel my feet.
Oh dear.
But anyway, we've been not allowed to complain about the weather.
No, because we've got 4 months of it to come.
That's it. All right, well, until next week, I'm Darren Dans with Peter Morgani and Darren Weir.
Completely stuffed it up. Completely stuffed it up. Completely stuffed it up.